Yo, what is up? My selective socialites. I'm still trying to use saying it. Yo, what is up, my selective socialites? Got another story time, and I don't know. Maybe this might be the last one for the week, and I may just go and maybe doing stuff with my thoughts and whatnot. But I don't know. I gotta see if I got more stories in my head or not. I mean, even though this one's kind of a retelling of it. Not I ain't tell it on this channel, but on my old channel, some people who were there before may have heard this story already. But for those who have not, which would probably be most of y'all, this is a story that I kind of personally enjoy because of the what I had to deal with and how I end up on top. Uh, but but we gonna get into it because because I know tomorrow I'm probably not gonna do a story time tomorrow. I'm probably doing a zero speak, so I'll be giving my thoughts. And yeah, I got a lot of what to talk about. But let's get to the story that y'all been waiting for. The time I got sweet revenge with my coworkers. You know, how the whole mastermind out here. Okay, so I worked at a restaurant and worked there as a dishwasher. And at first he was cool, but then, the guy that I worked with, he started feeling kind of way about me because, I didn't do what he wanted to do, whatever. I'm like, you're not my boss. Yeah. And I'm just like looking at him like, you're not my boss. Like, so you're doing the same thing as me. Yes, you've been here longer. I can respect that. But at the same time, it's it's just simply the fact that this one guy had been trying me and doing a little stuff behind the scenes. Like there's even one time where he actually tried to get me fired, but pretended like he didn't. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm giving y'all the backstory before I get so you can understand why how the revenge came into it and build up to it. So pretty much, I've been dealing with this, and even one point in time, a few months into it, he he got his best friend hired. His best friend was, I would say, just as bad, but yeah, he's like worse. Cause like not even like within a month, like he managed to lie. He managed to make the supervisors think I was lazy. I mean, it was crazy. It was like one time I told him I was going to take a break, and then like 5, 10 minutes later, I said, supervisor, where were you? Like you just walked off and said something that sounded, that kind of, sounded a little racist, like, chicken, whatever, like, cause like the place they had like chicken they cut up, so they cut like certain parts of it, then throw away the rest. So like, they would give us like what was the rest of it? They would cut like the wings and like the legs and certain things, and then like the rest of it, they just throw it away. And I'm like, that's like a lot of meat that y'all are wasting, like for art. But but yeah. So pretty much he didn't. I mean, pretty much what he did, he acted like he didn't know where I was at, even though I told him I was going to take a break. I was like, hey man, I'm taking a break. He's like, okay. So, he was just doing like little stuff, and then like when it come down to closing up, he would always try to make sure he got all this stuff done. Well, I mean, I was talking about stuff done too, but then like when it comes down to cleaning, he didn't want to do none of that. He was like, "Herb, just get stuff done and leave me here all by myself, clean up." Which I was, pretty, mad. I'm like, hold on, why does he keep leaving? And I got to keep, doing all this, and nobody really, checked the money until like way, way later on. And even then, he was like, he thought he for sure was gonna have me fired. And I'm like, oh, I mean, it was like the way they were talking. Like, okay, well, he might actually do it. And I was already starting looking for another jobs at that point. But then my supervisor came in, sat us down, whatever. And I think I'm going a little. I think I'm going a little, going a little deeper to the backstory. But pretty much whatever the situation. He didn't care whatever big we had going on. He said it's ending right now, and he said I was moving slow, whatever. I didn't think I was moving slow, but you know, I guess I was compared to him, and yeah, thanks for that. I moved faster, and then on top of that, then I think after he quit because I found out he quit from the other guy, who found from the coworker that I'm going to who I got revenge on later. He told me about like how he told me like he him and his best friend were working, and D.L. Hughley was in there, and he wanted to go and get D.L. Hughley's autograph. He kind of like frequents the restaurant sometimes. I didn't know this, but he does, and he wanted to go get his autograph, and I'm like, and I think I'm like one of the supervisor on that shift was like, "No, you can't go over there, start asking for autograph." And I'm like, "That's fair, cause you don't want to go with, if you go in there bother him and he ain't want to be bothered, then that's gonna look bad on the restaurant, cause like your employees go over there and start, harassing me for autographs, like they're not gonna like that." So yeah, when I seen that, see how they actually, see when I heard about that, I was like, oh, well, that's why he quit. Cause like like I said, after he tried to get me fired and it didn't work, he had no choice but to try to get along with me. I'm sure, yeah, sure, he didn't like it, whatever. And I guess we kind of had some kind of agreement or whatnot. So of course, I think after he quit, then we had like different people coming in, and I mean most of for months, I pretty much most part was like working the whole weekend by myself. Oh, hey Tia. So yeah, pretty much we were yeah, I'm gonna put that subscribers only, but I know you subscribe, so hopefully no trolls come in here. No trolls, no bots. But I mean Ted's kind of a troll, no way. But let me get back to the story. Uh so like for months I'm like, like I'm like moving like, crazy fast, like trying to, just keep up with the pace up because these are business nights and I'm doing them by myself. And even like the coworker, he would come in and help to a certain point. And be like, oh yeah, I gotta go, because like he was set to work in the daytime, so he worked a little bit afterwards, and then worked a few, maybe like 2 or 3 hours afterwards, and then he would go. Sometimes he leave just early, like, oh, I'm gone, and he would care that I had to stay all the time. even when chef like asked him like, hey, you can stay here and I'll pay you more, and he would tell him no, I'm not gonna stay. Okay, cool. But the fun thing about it was when it came to him, came to going around where he had to work, nights, and he wanted me to come and do that. And then like, I managed to get Friday and Saturdays off, and he got, you know, Friday and Saturday nights, all and I didn't, and I didn't have to do like. And like period like the guy they had, I don't know why Chef they like kept me on it. Like I'm like, yeah, I said, I know we work here, like we got here Friday, Saturday off or something. Oh no, matter of fact, I think I got like Saturday, Sunday off. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, almost Saturday, Sunday, or yeah, it was one of the weekdays, like Friday, Saturday, Saturday or Sunday. But I think it was Saturday, Sunday first. Then it became Friday and Saturday, and pretty much when the other coworker didn't have nobody on his shift during the weekend. Now and he's like, oh well, I'm gonna be off. And really like Chef told me, like, I mean, I did realize I had a job, told that, but I mean, I didn't really have to, but it was just to get him, try to get mama back, but that didn't work anyway. But he talking about way, you gonna get, you gonna work Saturday, you gonna work the weekend, and really, I mean, and it didn't make no sense because Chef already told me that I don't have to do that. So he tried to do that, and I think he tried to get me fired too, and that didn't that didn't work out for him. But but yeah, I mean, it was like series of stuff that he did that like really just made me not like him. He made me want to whip his ass a few times, but it was like one day I was working, and I think this was I think before I started doing the whole Saturday and Sun I was me start getting off Saturdays and Sundays, and this was when I was actually getting ready to go, getting ready to start my shift, but it was I still had time to chill or whatnot. So like at the restaurant they always had like a family meal, whatever. And I mean, hey, they better have some food for this pay y'all giving us, because y'all ain't giving us that much. Like it's really thinking about it, like the money I'm getting now and the money I got getting before. I wasn't getting much, and like had to do it every 2 weeks. Man, you got me fucked up. But but yeah, we come over like, yeah, man, I got your burger. Yeah, like, hey man, I had this burger, I don't want it. You can have it. So you sure about it? Yeah, sure. Here you go, Steve made it for me, whatever. Well, I mean, that was name. Oh, yeah, that was name of one of the co-workers there, and he made it for me. Like, okay, he, and he didn't tell me that it was a bacon cheeseburger. I think it's just a regular cheeseburger because cheeseburgers be, just making me fire. So I'm just like, okay, well, I would have ate it because he had touched it. So like, it was in a container, and I went to eat it, and that's when I realized it was a bacon cheeseburger. He didn't tell me, and I had to spit it out. I'm just like thinking, oh, let's taste a little pork in it. Like, and like for those who don't know, like pork makes me sick, so it's not that I'm like have a religious preference towards it. It's just like after not eating it for so long, and I say in my early 20s when I was trying vegetarianism for a minute, accidentally, I guess, accidentally tried it, vegetarianism. And when I started trying to eat, pork again, it just like my body just didn't react right to it. So I heard try to spit it out, and I throw up like some of the pieces I had. Yeah, it does. I mean, you probably eat it for a while, you ain't gonna be feeling it, but it's like if I don't know if it works. I don't know if for everybody. I don't know if it happens to everybody, but after not eating it for so long, it just starts giving you a negative reaction. I mean, it wasn't like gonna kill me nothing like that, but it just kind of make me feel sick. But yeah. So he did that, and I was like, I was still eat, and like when he did that, like that was kind of like the last straw for me, cause like all the stuff he done did, and I done let slide. I'm like, oh, okay, this is the last time. So So what I decided to do, because it was at this point, you know, he would feel like I had to save him food, from for the family meal because he always be coming in late. So like we come in late, food be gone. Like, why you save me? No, you supposed to save me. So, you know, I do a lot of people, and I'm like thinking, what have you done? Because as a matter of fact, if you want to talk about who done more for who, I've done more for you than you have for me. I don't think you've done anything for me, really. And then when you done something for me, you complained about it and then take it back. So it's like since he wants me to have food up there, so, okay, cool. You can we can have that. You can have your food. I'll set some aside for you. Yeah, this is where it all comes together. So pretty much when I give the food, cause I was so mad. I'm like, okay, cause I did that thing about it before. I mean, well, no, I hadn't thought about it before, but like once he got me mad like that day, I just like at home just thinking of how to get him back, and I'm like, got it. And that's not the one like you get him at once and that's it. No, we gotta make this last. So pretty much whenever we get whenever like food out and I like we like something I want to get or something I can't eat and he can eat it. Like I said, whatever food is, whatever food is, since I always get there early, like for the family meal and actually be on time. I always make sure that I get there first. So when I get there first, I go in there, I get the food. Now sometimes I take both plates with me, I'll take both containers with me, or sometimes I'll just put my container in the bag and have his. So 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 what I did was I take the container and then I go to the bathroom. I go and I go to the toilet, put my hand in it, and sprinkle some toilet water onto the food. And I mean, I just do it around top of there, and then after that, I wash my hands, and then I go and put the plate up. I tell them, hey, that's your plate. You can go ahead and get. Yeah, that's your plate. I saved you some. Oh yeah, man, thanks, man. Oh yeah, no problem, man, no problem. You enjoy that food. Well, I didn't do it like that, but I was thinking, well, yeah, you enjoy that food. You enjoy it. Come on, hey, this is good. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh really? It is okay. I'm thinking in my head, so I know you like toilet water. So like, on cue every time I could get in there, get to work for him, I did. I would do the same thing, sprinkle toilet water, whatever food it is. Sometimes make sure to mix it all good in the food sometimes. And then I think one time I even like had to pee, and I just take the pee water and just put it in there too. He never knew the difference. He was tearing that food up. Well, tearing it up. I'm like, oh, yeah, oh yeah, you like that shit. You like that shit though. You like it, bro. I'm over there like just like smiling and laughing. I'm so laughing in my head. And and I think I did this almost all the way up to the lockdowns where they laid everybody off. So 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 yeah, I mean, so yeah, so like really up until really even to this day, he doesn't know I did that to his food. So I mean, imagine, me giving him all this food and he didn't know I put toilet water into it. One time it's piss in it. What the hell my piss in it? He never knew. He doesn't know to this day. To this day. To this day. I wish I had that clip in there. To this day. Hey Gigi. Oh man, yeah. And I mean, Louis was like, man, you were a little too far. No, no. No, believe me, I should have probably went farther than that, but I think that's good enough. I think the revenge is good enough. Cause like, think about it. Like I've been doing that. He doesn't know, and then and if I started to tell him out the blue one day, after years of, I mean, even though it wasn't years they did it, but it's like years of not knowing, and you thinking you just eat some good, yeah, yeah. Think about how angry he would be when he found out. Yeah. Well, I mean, saying goes, don't fuck with people serving you food. So yeah, that's pretty much the story how I got revenge on him. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's still working there or not, but I think I came back for a minute and then I just didn't even go there. I mean, I just well, I stayed there for maybe like I think I may stay there maybe like a week or two, and then I'm just like I just didn't see it was worth it because it was like the other job I had was paying more, and on top of that, I'm getting Friday. I mean Saturdays, Sundays off, so I'm like, why would I go do that? I'm in the daytime. So yeah, that is that is how I that is how I masterminded my evil plot. Well, not really evil. It's more like a plot for justice. Yes, it is, but he deserved every bit of that 10. No, he shouldn't have played with me. Shouldn't have played with me. If I told you half the story he did, like, oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he totally deserved that. But yeah. But that is it for my story time. For these petty tales. So shout out to Tiz, shout out to Gigi. I'll see you guys. Hold this bound vibration, people, and I'll see you guys later. Y'all have yourselves a great night.